We are in Iraq, 1979. The newly appointed president called all his party comrades for a meeting in a local theater in Baghdad. His name, Saddam Hussein. He has been in office officially for less than a week and now wants everyone to know Iraq is his. It is July and the temperature outside is over 40 degrees. The hall is stifling. The air is still and heavy, extremely hot. Saddam, at the center of the stage, is in no hurry, arranging papers, leafing through notes, observing the audience. A few seconds before Saddam took the stage, one of his men announced firmly to everyone that a terrible plot against the president, against Iraq, had been discovered. He fixed his eyes on the crowd and said that a group of high-ranking members of the Ba'ath Party conspired to remove Saddam Hussein from power, and he ends by saying, "The guilty are in this room." At this moment, the crowd is paralyzed in silence. Men swallowed hard. No one knew what would come next. The president is in full control. Saddam calls a man to the stage. Tall, thin, middle-aged, he walks slowly down the aisle. It is Mohi Abdul Hussein, a member of the Revolutionary Command Council. A very influential man. But weeks earlier, he dared to oppose Saddam in a meeting. Hostile mistake. He goes up on stage, adjusts the microphone, then slowly, with a trembling voice, he begins to confess.
It's me who will speak.
He says he was responsible for the plot to overthrow Saddam, that he tried to convince others to join him. Meanwhile, Saddam settles comfortably beside him at a long table full of microphones and lights a Cuban cigar. I was responsible for the plot against the new president. I am the man who tried to get others to join me against Saddam. But nothing that Mahrud says is true. He was brutally tortured and told that if he did not go on stage to confess, his wife and daughter would be violated in front of him. He had no choice. Andatada, in this moment, he is lying to save his family and, in the process, gave up names of colleagues who had nothing to do with the conspiracy to overthrow the regime. After finishing his speech, Saddam returns to the microphone. He is in no hurry. He lights another cigar. Everyone in the theater, what means should we use against these traitors? And he answers himself, Nai kinonai, there is no other way but the sword. The party members, terrified, begin to applaud desperately, a forced, tense applause. What else could they do? Then Saddam gives an instruction to those gathered. When I read your name, stand up, recite the party slogan, and leave the room. One by one, the names are called. The men stand up, say the slogan, and are led to the door. No one says where they are going, but they probably had an idea. Most people, although reluctant, obey the orders. They hear their name, stand up in total panic, recite the slogan, and walk out of the theater with tense steps. A man, however, becomes clearly confused after his name is called. Me? I didn't do anything. Saddam doesn't even bother to look at him. Just coldly repeats, when I have read your name, you must stand up, recite the party slogan, and leave the room. Saddam continues until he has called 68 names. He smiles and thanks those who remained in the hall for their loyalty. The audience bursts into nervous applause. Some give a standing ovation and others cry with relief. Saddam also smiles, satisfied. He sheds a tear and wipes his eyes. Outside, all the people who were called are taken in trucks straight to prison without farewells. In the following days, 68 trials took place. 22 men, including 5 from the Revolutionary Command Council, are sentenced to death. Saddam personally chooses the executioners to carry out the task of performing the executions. They are men from the Ba'ath Party itself, old comrades, now forced to execute their friends. None of them are professional executioners. They are taken to the building where, according to Saddam, the conspiracy was planned. The condemned are dragged to the building's courtyard and forced to kneel while being blindfolded. Then each of the executioners is given a weapon and a designated target. They are minutes away from killing party comrades. Outside, thousands of Iraqis participate in a demonstration organized by Saddam with posters, flags, and shouts of support for the president and condemning the prisoners. He ensured that there was a demonstration at the same time as the executions so that everyone would know what would happen to those who disobey or try to challenge him, and most importantly, to show the executors themselves the weight of forced loyalty. Then, one by one, Saddam's former friends and party comrades are shot. Some executioners, so nervous and scared, missed the first shots. They need to shoot several times. The courtyard floor is covered in blood. It's horrible. But Saddam is satisfied. Probably the first thing that crossed his mind was an excellent start to my presidential career. So, the first official order of the newly appointed president of Iraq was executed.